Yo, what's up, guys? It's your host, Manlydogs, here with the Manlydogs weekly recap. We're back, baby. It's not Friday, it's not Saturday, it's Sunday, and there's a good reason for that. Besides me being incredibly busy, I went and watched Superman. Now, what are we thinking of Superman? How are we feeling? I thought it was fantastic. Apparently, it's a really divisive movie. A lot of people, it's hit or miss for them if this is their Superman, if they buy what's happening and what James Gunn is doing. And I can tell you that I get it. But I also think people are almost like over analyzing what the Superman movie is meant to do. And what it is it's this sort of story about kindness. It's about being a hero. The issues that come from it is that it does feel like someone told James Gunn, the director of the movie, "Hey man, try your best to not make it Guardians of the Galaxy, but make it feel like Guardians of the Galaxy." And anytime the Justice Gang is on screen, it definitely feels like that. And that's when the movie's at its best. And maybe James Gunn has to deal with, maybe he does like multi-character narratives better than like a single character narrative like a Superman, or but he might be better at a Suicide Squad, he might be better at a Guardians of the Galaxy type. That might be his beat, and that's okay. But he took a new direction, and it's a single focus story on Superman. People are kind of having issues with it because, one, they're saying it woke, they're saying it's woke, which is just this whole other thing. But they're just saying that it's just okay and it's not great, and I get it. I really enjoyed it. I kind of looked at it as like kind of going in pretty blind. I don't really go out, and I haven't watched many DC projects or movies or anything like that, just because I don't like that like darker, grittier, weirder tone it sort of takes on, that Zack Snyder tone. And I really like the sort of fresh colors and music and the beats and all these things that are happening, where it feels like as a viewer we're just catching Superman a day in his life. And I think that was really interesting. And it's like you kind of catch him within like this week's period of time. And the movie doesn't really say like it's not like driving Superman forward in any unique way, besides it's telling you that Superman, no matter what, is going to be kind, and he's going to deal with these difficult things and these difficult solutions, and at the end of the day he's got to stay true to himself. And the conflict of the movie is that is I'm not meant I wasn't meant to be a good person, and now I'm having to navigate this. And there's this really emotional scene with his adopted parents, Ma and Pa Kent, that just really makes me emotional. That it's like it's no matter what, like we're meant to be kind, and this is who you were raised to be. You're raised to be yourself. Don't be anything you were told to be. And it's really, really beautiful. Whereas Lex Luthor doesn't like Superman and wants to do whatever it takes to hurt him. And he does those things. And it's like, no matter, Superman's really tested, you know? And I think it's a simple story, and it's good for that. It's an introduction into what's going to come from the DCU. But this can be viewed in its own, uh, or the DCCU. It can be viewed in its own sort of, like it's like a one-off. Like it cannot be connected to anything and be completely fine. And I think that makes it special. I think that makes it very unique, and that's something that I think we can sort of use in like more superhero flicks. Is we don't need some overarching narrative like, uh-oh, Doomsday is coming, or uh-oh, Galactus is coming. It feels a lot tighter, a lot smaller, and a lot more personal because of these things. I think that's what makes it special. I could be wrong. I'd love to know in the comments below. um so I've also been playing Death Stranding too, and I think that warrants its own video just talking about it. So but it's really enjoyable. It's more of Death Stranding, you know, it's more the same, and some people are gonna like that, some people are gonna hate that, but me personally, I really enjoy it. I like the idea of building infrastructure and just being a delivery guy, and that simplicity is what I enjoy. It's There's no other game I'm playing that's like that. There's no other game I'm playing that feels like Death Stranding or like a Kojima made game. And I think there's something special. It's like a cake that I can keep eating until I'm done eating it. and I really want to enjoy it. So I'm really taking it slow. I'm trying to 5-star all the areas and really make progress. But I'm also recording, so it's kind of hard. I'm cutting out a lot of bloat so we can transition to talking about YouTube videos lately. YouTube's been doing pretty good. I'm getting like solid views now, which is really interesting. I'm getting subscribers, I'm getting growth, I'm getting engagement. You guys are seeing Hollow Knight and the Altars as well, and it's really cool to see that sort of inflate and grow in a very honest way, because I want to do like old school classic playthroughs. I don't want heavy editing. I'll put in a little bit, but there are some growth points. I think my videos, I've gotten some feedback that my videos end very suddenly. So I would like to maybe make an outro and maybe even like unique intros for these types of games. Like maybe Death Stranding has its own unique intro and outro, and maybe or just you Hollow Knight has its own unique. Maybe we do a skit, maybe we do something special that kind of buys you into what's happening. And I don't want people to think they have to catch the entire series of videos. I want you guys to be able to feel like you can jump in and really catch specific parts, and you're sort of experiencing this with me as I go along it, as naturally as you guys. Like, I've actually got to go back and replay the part 1 of the Altars because I haven't touched that game in months, but I'm still got footage uploading from it. So I'm kind of trying to do that, balance out. We have a lot of more Death Stranding content than the Altars or Hollow Knight. So I think once we get through these 3 like sessions of games, there will be other things. So like Grounded 2 is about to come out, and that's what I'm having to deal. I'm gonna want to play Grounded 2 early access. I think that game's gonna be fantastic. I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I can't possibly get a Switch 2. There's just no way. It's not in the cards right now financially. But when it is, that'll be nice. When it is, like in life, I think that's my only really big issue is finances. Is like damn, I always need more money to solve all my problems and to pay off on my debt. And like maybe I'm just really like tight with my money, and that's the issue. Maybe I'm really like frugal in like what I want to spend it on. But I'd rather be frugal than spending all my money and not having any money. So I'm having to navigate that. There's things I need to get down. Like you guys can see behind me, like these walls need to be painted. But the good news is at the end of August, I'm actually moving. So I'll be in like a tighter, smaller apartment that I think will really be nice and really elevate my living situation better than what this does, because this isn't mine at the end of the day. This is this area, and it's a lot of work to upkeep this, and I've spent more money upkeeping it than probably paying rent at this point. So which shouldn't be my job, but that's a story for another day. So all that to say, guys, I'm feeling great. I'm sorry you're getting this weekly recap on a Sunday. I know you guys anticipate this on a Friday, but sort of there's just so much always happening and moving that I needed some downtime, and I needed some moments, and technically this is kind of my downtime. This is my peace. And I'm not perfect, and just like Superman, just that's like the lessons we've learned. Just like Norman Reedus or Sam in Death Stranding, is we're really not perfect. And there's so many opportunities to sort of persevere and to grow in different ways, but also accept that you're gonna mess up. You're not gonna be perfect. You are who you are, and it's okay. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, like, it is so okay, and you're validated to feel sad or feel upset, or if you feel like you messed up on something. Like I'm not good at like so many things. I'm not even gonna get into that, but like that's kind of what makes us different, is we want to grow. And I think that's really important to just all things, is wanting to do more, wanting to be better, and just even saying that even if you mess up, but also ultimately realizing that it's human to mess up, it's human to screw up, and it's human to be you. And I think that's something that's really beautiful, that I think we can really just learn from. So I really don't know what I'm talking about at the end of the day. I use these weekly recaps as moments to sort of just look back at where we started and where we're going and what we're doing and what I'm playing and what was going on in my brain. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed another Manly Dogs weekly recap. I'll be posting this shortly, so peace out. Bye.